What's up, everybody? I wish these people would realize that it's 2017 and everyone has a camera in their face and everyone vlogs nowadays. I mean, for Christ's sakes, our president is on Twitter, so that should tell you something right there. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I want to talk to you guys about what's going on with my videos. And actually, I want to give you guys an actual horror story that I went through when I was first looking into van dwelling, but also looking into saving money and how I went about it. So when I first started looking at how to save money, a couple of things came up. Van dwelling, get a room for rent, or just a roommate, period. So I wasn't completely set on van dwelling yet, so I said I'll try to do a room for rent, see how that goes. So where did I go? I went to Craigslist. Yeah, I know, I went to Craigslist just to see, and I know they had a lot of horror stories about things, but I'm like, I'm a adult male, I can handle myself. So it was like one of those situations. So I'm like, if anything happens, I'm pretty sure I can take care of myself. So I freaking need to shave. That's terrible. All right, enough of that. So I called a few people, set up a few meetings, and one of the meetings, like, they make it look really good when they taking pictures on Craigslist and they're like advertising and saying, oh, this is this is that, it's gonna be awesome. They make it sound and look really freaking good on the pictures and what they write sometimes. So I only have two. One, I talked to a nice couple. Well, I talked to the woman, and I was gonna meet her husband or boyfriend. Can't remember. But anyway, so the room that they took a picture of, it was just I think like 2 pictures, and it showed the bed here, then it showed the bed there. And I'm like, okay, simple room, a bed. And I'm like, I'm not going to use the bed because I'll bring my own. But anyways, it's a bed and it has 4 walls. I think it looked like it had 4 walls. So I called the person. I'm like, hey, I see you have a room for rent, and it looks like you're asking for not that much money. So do you want to set up a meeting or anything? And they're like, yeah, sure. I'm like, okay, so where do you live, and blah blah blah. And they gave me the address. I went over there that afternoon. I like got dressed up, not in this, I'm actually just getting off work, but I got dressed up trying to make a good first impression. And I get there and we're talking, and she's like, well, I hope you don't mind, but me and my boyfriend are potheads. And I'm like, no, I don't mind. It's 2017. Like, everyone does it nowadays. So I'm like, no, I don't mind. I don't like the smell of it, but I'll get over it with all the money I'm going to save. So we end up talking about the room some more, sitting down and getting to know each other a little bit. Kind of like we were on a date, but just without all the dating stuff that comes along with it. But just getting to know each other a little bit more, her telling me about her husband and stuff, and what's all included in the rent. So it was basically the room, I get to wash my clothes, and I don't have to like pay the electric bill or something. All this was like included. So I guess water, electric, heat, and all that was included. So I'm like, how could you beat that? I'm coming out of this apartment where I'm spending so much money for gas and electric and water and all that and rent. How could you beat it? So I'm like, okay, this is really cool. You seem like a really nice person. I would definitely like to meet your husband or your boyfriend first. But yeah, would you mind showing me the room? So we started walking down the hallway to the kitchen. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have a bedroom off the kitchen. This is pretty nice. I could just go in there and whip me up something to eat. So yeah, that didn't work out. First, let me give you guys a little bit more background why I didn't have a problem with really doing this. So you guys, I believe, know my story. I grew up in the foster care system, so I was always moving around house to house. So it's something, and I had to always like get to know new people. When I moved in with new foster parents, I had to get to know new foster parents, and if they had foster kids, I had to get to know them also. So it didn't really bother me that much, even though after having my own space for so long, I got really, really used to it. Like, when I had my own space, which I still have my own space, I didn't want anyone to live with me. I didn't want anyone to spend the night. It was like, my space is my space. This is mine. No one can have it. So, yeah, it was like a rat with some cheese or something, or like a squirrel with a nut or something. But, yeah, so anyway, we're walking through the kitchen and we start walking downstairs. So I'm like, okay, a room in the basement, that's still not that bad. So I get down to the bottom of the stairs and she points and I look, and in the corner, just the corner, is a bed in a corner. And so I didn't want to be rude, so I just walked over by the bed and looked around, looked by the laundry stuff. No walls, no nothing. It was just a bed in a corner. So they were not renting me a room. They were renting me a bed in a corner. A bed in a corner. I'm like, I'm not paying you. In my mind, I'm like, I'm not paying you that amount of money for a bed in the corner. I'm not paying you anything for a bed in the corner. I'm sorry. I'm not like unable to live in my apartment. It's just that I want to save money, and I can still save money and not live in a corner. So, because like I hate telling people no, and like just like letting people down or something, because it like all sounded really great, and it sounded like we were really gonna do it, and it was gonna be a good fit for both of us, sort of, kind of. So I just was like, I don't know, kind of going on with it still, like, oh yeah, so do you guys have internet? I didn't know what to talk about at that point then. It was like, you're trying to sell me a bed in a corner. I'm just going to tell you guys, they wanted to rent it. Well, for here, it's like different for everywhere, because I know like in, what is it? California or New York, I know like rent is extremely high, but like here in Michigan, you can like get a apartment, depending on where you are, for like $700-800. So they wanted to like rent me this bed in the corner for like $500 or $500 or $600. Was it I think it was $500. They wanted to rent me this bed in the corner for like $500, and I'm like, so like they could just freaking rent out every corner in their basement, and next thing you know, I'm living in a basement full of people. So I was hoping like I could find something on Craigslist with 4 walls where I don't have to really speak to anyone, because I'm like sometimes antisocial. I admit it. I'm a little bit I don't want to say standoffish, but sometimes I just don't engage well with others. I like to kind of be to myself, but once you really get to know me, we're best friends. You're my friend, you're my buddy, you're my pal. So, that's another reason why I don't hang out with a lot of people. I maybe have like 3 really close friends, and that's it. Keep my circle very small. But now I got all you guys as fans, so I have this like huge circle. So it's like crazy. But anyway, yeah. So that was that, and then like we walked out, and she was like, did everything look good? I'm like, yeah, everything looks great. And she was like, well, I still need you to meet my boyfriend. I'm like, yeah, I'll call you, we could set up something. She was like, do you want to leave a deposit? I was like, yeah, no, not right now. I'll wait to meet your husband. So that was that, and needless to say, I never called them back. they text me, and I kind of text them and say, yeah, I'm not interested. I was expecting something a little bit different, but after I got home, I thought about it a little bit more. So they were like, no problem, it's cool. And I'm like, all right, thanks. So I looked for another room on Craigslist. Now, mind you, I kid you not, it's like they have these things staged in Photoshop before I come see it. I'm like, it's, I don't know. So this next one I'm about to tell you guys, I was like really just like a little bit blown away, a little bit overwhelmed, and yeah. And this wasn't even in a bad neighborhood. Like, I'm trying to think of how I'm going to tell it to you guys to like, so, okay, try to draw this picture in your mind. So, I called these people off Craigslist. They sound like very, very nice people. And so, I get up to the house, and everybody know appearances on the outside sometimes always isn't reflecting on what's in the inside, I guess. So, I get up to this house. There's no grass in the front yard. The house is blue and it's kind of beat down. Now, like, none of this is like, was a deal breaker. I'm just trying to get you guys to paint a picture in your head. So there was like no grass in the front yard, just kind of all dirt. There was like 3 broke down cars in the driveway. The reason I say that is because one was the engine was out, and the engine was out. I don't know if they were doing an engine swap or what. And then the other, it looked like, I don't know. It was just like jacked up in the air or something. Maybe they were doing something with it. I don't know. Maybe they were running a mechanic's shop. So I walk up to him and I say, introduce myself. Hello, I'm Brandon. How are you doing? And I don't even remember their names. But so I'm walking through the house and all I smell is dog. Like they have at least like 20 dogs in the house. I'm like, okay, be optimistic, be optimistic. This is not a deal breaker. As long as the room look fine and the bathroom is clean, I can do it. So, sorry. So, I get in there. The room is absolutely, it's really nice. I was really shocked, like, when I was walking through the house, because, like, I don't know if you guys have ever done it, where you, like, ripped up your carpet, and it's, like, this old wood down there, never been, like, sanded down or anything. Like, you would lay hardwood floors on top of this wood flooring. So, that's what it looked like. It was that type of wood sticking out, and, it, like, had all these tacks and nails in it and stuff, and I'm like, okay, not gonna be walking around here barefooted. Just gonna be going shower, to the room, to the car, out. So, get to the room, and it's really nice, and the person that's, like, showing me around the room is really nice. And then, oh, cow. So, then, I get to, meet another person in the house, and it was an elderly person. And the person I met was pretty young. They were around, maybe a little bit older than I was. And I guess they were taking care of the elderly person. And I don't know, someone needs to probably call, because they wanted me to meet the elderly person. And I went in there and there was like poop and pee on the bed. And I'm not talking about like, oh, it just happened. I'm talking about like it's been happening, and it's been like that for a couple of maybe years, it looks like. And there's all hair and stuff on the bed, and I'm like, yeah, I can't. And then they had 2 dogs, or a couple, was it 2 or 3? 3 dogs, I believe. And so the dogs were just like barking at me pretty viciously, but like for some reason I wasn't scared. I was just standing there because I don't know a little bit about dogs. I know enough not to get attacked. I know you freaking run, that's your butt. So I was just like standing there, and I wasn't afraid, but I was just like listening to them bark, and I tried to like, they told me to call out to them so they'll like hear my voice, and they wouldn't be so scared. So I called out to them, and at this point I was just like, I just want to get the hell out of here. I just want to get out of here. So they were like, oh no, let's we want to show you around. Took me downstairs again after I just had that like horror story. And so it took me downstairs, and right where their stairs are, sorry about that, guys. So right where their stairs are, they had like this I don't know, this crate or something, like a wooden pallet, and they used that to block off the stairs. I'm like, yeah, this place isn't for me. So again, I had to meet another one of their peoples before I could move in, and they were like, do you want to meet my I think she said it was her baby daddy, and I was like, yeah, I should probably meet him before I moved in. And I'm like, after that, I just can't I can't do the whole Craigslist thing. I just can't, because I hate telling people something that I'm not going to do, or like telling them yes when I really mean no, because it's like, I really hate telling people no. It really hurts sometimes, some people. Yeah, it was really weird and awkward, and I'm like, I just gotta get out of here. And I didn't leave a deposit, and that was like my last time looking. After that, I just started looking more into van dwelling and stuff. So that was my horror story. Yeah, freaking hat. I'm about to like go in the gym in a little bit. So the reason my videos have been shorter, which this is going to be a pretty long video. So the reason my video has been shorter and I've been putting out less videos, is because I've been trying to edit more and learn more with that whole editing thing. And also like trying to make my videos shorter, because I don't want to like make 30-minute and 40-minute videos, trying and like boring you guys, because after a while I think watching that much of a video, me talking, can get a little bit boring. So that's what's been going on there. And so I'm taking like 40-minute videos and taking them all the way down to like 7 minutes. So it's being a lot of stuff being cut out of videos and edited, just for the simple fact, I think it's more pleasurable when I get straight to the point, or fast as I can. And I think you guys might enjoy it more, even if you don't know it. I think like if you go and look at one of my longer videos versus a video where it's like done, and you're like, you kind of get to see more somewhat, because like you can just see a little clip of it and then it's already in your brain instead of seeing a long clip. So that's what I've been doing. Let me know in the comment section how you guys think that's working out, and it's another reason I'm doing this too. But anyway, so if you made it this far, what I'm gonna try to do tomorrow is show you how I pick out somewhere to sleep and my whole day up into coming back to the gym. So that's what I want to do for you guys tomorrow. So that video probably won't be put up till Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday, hopefully. Hopefully if I can get my butt up in the morning, we can get that done. So peace, everybody. Thanks for watching my video. Have a nice day. Be safe and stay positive. Stop recording already. Jeez.